Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. You talk about this Miami defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
He'll try and do this himself, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Dolphin, he's got daylight. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got his man in the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
60 back.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now inside the 25, Jalen Waddle, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 2. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
To the air with McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. McCarthy operating from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards and a sack. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll get nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 8-yard line.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Let's go.
2nd and 9.
Jalen Waddle.
Dragon 60.
Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Shador. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Sanders. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Third down at 6.
79 Broncos. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Sanders once more. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletions. They're going for more.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
First down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
50, 18, 60 Eagles.
Sanders to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
First down.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go. Steady.
To throw again, here's Sanders. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, eluding the tackle. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's a gain of 20.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Powers past him at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into an ace gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
6 yards.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings
from the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Dolphins play. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This is first and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Maverick. 19 Chuck. 19 go.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. Down the left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The game at 27. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's first and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. McCarthy going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I don't don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Addison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Open man, that's Felton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
His kick is
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
27. Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bobcats. Trap 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.